Okay, so today's question is divide player into team of equal skill. So I think you have already read the question. If not, please read it. I'll explain it here also. So there are n number of skills, and each player's skill is skills of I, and there is an array of n number. Okay, and the n is even. So we can divide. Uh, we have to make n by 2 teams, so that will be like if there are 6 players, so the team will be 3 teams, and what will be the number of teams? That will be n by 2. Okay, so each team's total skill should be equal. This is written in here only. Okay, and the product of their skills will be chemistry of that team, and the sum of all the chemistry will be chemistry of all the teams. So that we have to return. If we don't have equal number of teams and anything, then we can return -1. Okay, so let's try to run this on this example. Okay, so these are the skills given. Okay, so look at this. These are the skills given. The summation of this array is 18, and the value of n is 6 here. 6 elements, 6 number of elements in the array. Okay, so how many teams will be created from this? So that will be 6 by 2. 3 teams will be created. Okay, so now what we will do, we will store this in the map. Okay, like this array we will store in the map with the counting. Okay, like this 3 comes 2 time. Okay, so we are storing 3 and 2. This 2 is coming 1 time, so 2 and 1. This 5 is coming 1 time, so 5 and 1. 1 is coming 1 time, 1 and 1. 3 already we counted here, and the 4 is coming 1 time, so we are marking it 4 and 1. Okay, now we will check some percentile number of teams. Okay, so what this will do, that if overall skills, whatever the total skills, that is 18, if this cannot be divided in 3 teams equally, okay, so we can return -1. This is what we are checking here. If sum of the number of teams is equal to 0, so we should proceed, else we will return -1. Else -1 we will return. Okay, and skill requires for each team, what will be? Like if 18 total skill is 18, and we want to divide it into 3 teams, so each team will have how much skills? Like 18 by 3 here, so that will be 6. Okay, for each team. Okay, so let's look at the code. Okay, so this is the code. So we will take map. So in this we will take the element and the how many times that element comes in the array. Okay, so this is the size of array and the summation. So we will go through array once, we will count the summation, and we will store that value in the map, and we will increase the counter of that value if it will come again. Okay, so this will give us this kind of map. Okay, now number of teams will count, so that will be n by 2 number of teams. And if summation percentage of number of teams is not equal to 0, then we will return -1. That means that we cannot distribute the all skills into equal parts. So this is why we are returning -1. Okay, and now each team, how much skills will required for each team? So that will be summation divided by number of teams. Okay, so we will go through map once. Okay, so how we will go through? First we will go through 3. Okay, and then we will check the number of skills. Okay, skill required will be for that team. So first we will put like there can be only 2 members in each team, so we will check that if 3 is there, so we will check where is the other 3, because we want 6 here, you know. So we will look for it. If it is again here only, it said 3 is here in this only, so we can take this 3, and we will reduce this count also, so that we can next time if we will go to 3 again or something other than that, and we will want 3, so that this 3 will not get counted. Okay, so what we are doing here, so we will go to each element, and if it of second, so that will be the counter. If that is not 0 for like that element, particular element, we can check the temporary skill. So that will be the skill required, whatever that is 6 here in our try run case. Okay, and then we can check that we can that element we should minus from the overall skills first, like temporary skill first, and we will reduce the counting of once it one time, at least one time we have to reduce it for here only. Okay, and this will be the while loop, because if the number of values will be repeat, like if the test case will be like this, let's say if it will be like 2 2 2 2, so there will be only one element in the map with the count of 4. So we will go through each element. Okay, two elements, because after that it will be, this count will be 0, I think. No, we will go to each element. Okay, we will look at it how this count will become 0 two times. Okay, so let's look at it. We will try to find the temporary element, which is the remaining element out of the skill required after reducing the first element. Okay, so if we will not find that, so then we can return -1, because there is no element like that in that array. So we cannot divide skills in we cannot make this team. Okay, if it is there, then we can reduce that value. We can reduce the counting of that value. So like in the case of 3, it will be again 3. So first it will, this here it gets decreases one time, and second time it get decreases here. So the here it will become 3 comma 1, and here it will become 3 comma 0. Okay, so this will become like this. Okay, so we have to look into this. Then we will append the answer. So that will be the temporary, what is the temp, the remaining one, and the what is the it dot first, whatever it is. Okay, so that we have calculated here, because we found the temp. This is the main thing. We search for the temp in the array again, because this temp is after reducing the id dot first, and will reduce the number of teams. Okay, so like if 3 teams are there, we can reduce, now it will be 2. Okay, if we cannot find that element here, simple, then we will return -1. Okay, and if any time number of teams will be equal to 0, then we can return answer here only, or we'll return answer here only. So this is how it will be solved. I think this will be easy. I will give you the gist of this in the description. So if you understood this, please like and subscribe.